Guys, I finally completed the black and white EX for lots. Shout out to Trust Grading. Wait, if I could get the card out. There we go. Shout out to Trust Grading, Karim, the guy in charge. They managed to help me grade the entire EX for lot series. Here we go. All right, I hope this angle is nice for you guys to look at. Welcome to another video, guys. Welcome to another PSA submission. Here I've got 26 different cards, ranging from personal collection cards all the way up until cards which I bought or whatnot in order to just grade and flip. So starting off, we've got some black and white cards. Now, I've not seen these slabs in real life. This is my first time opening the the box, sorry, and seeing these cards in person. But I do know the grades already because I checked them on the internet, on the PSA website. So I am already aware of the grades that I got. It's just I haven't seen the slabs. So let's take a look at what I've got. The first couple cards are all black and white cards. Starting off with probably my favorite black and white card in this submission. It is the Giratina EX Velar from Dragons Exalted. Now this graded a PSA 8, which I'm actually very happy, just because this card is known to have these sorts of damages on the back. They're like factory error white dots, but for some reason, Giratina is like one of those cards which 99% of them just come like this, literally. I've not seen a recent clean Giratina on eBay without these sorts of print dots, sorry. And it's not just a couple, it's like all over the bottom of the card. And all the Giratinas that I've seen like listed recently on eBay or listed online, even in like PSA slabs, they all have the same like sort of factory error. As you can see that. It's usually the Giratinas and even the Rayquazas. For some reason, the Dragons seem to have like this sort of factory error. But this graded a PSA 8, and I'm actually very happy just because of that. I thought this was going to grade a lot lower. I copped this card from Trident Cards. You guys can check them out. They have a shop based in Nottingham. I copped a lot of the EX for lots, which you're going to see in the submission from Trident Cards. So shout out to Bossman. Thank you for that, bro. Also shout out to Predictor. He works for Bossman. Yeah, they did a fantastic job getting a black and white collection. And I managed to purchase some of the cards that they got. So you'll see in the submission, a couple cards are from them. Next up, we got an Entei EX full art, which I copped in my... Which video was that? Let me put it on the screen right now. Yeah, that was from Matt. He actually copped it from Sam, Chibi Collectibles. So this went to like 2 different hands on the same exact day before it went out to me. Beautiful card. I thought this card was going to grade a bit higher. I wasn't expecting a 7, I'll be honest, but I'll take it, man. These EX full arts are so beautiful, but they're so hard to grade. You know what I'm saying? Let me see actually if I could turn on the light, turn off the light on. Is that better? Can you guys see that better? I feel like the light kind of distracts the card. I know, you can still see the light there. Wait, hold on a second, let me try something else. Let me see if that works. Oh yeah, okay, that's a lot better. I switched off the light on the other side so you guys can obviously see the card a bit better. There we go, you can see the card a lot better. I'll show you the Giratina with the Entei like that. Oh, 2 of my favorite black and white sets, Dragons Exalted and Dark Explorers. That is absolutely beautiful, man. Look at the look at the texture. People say Sword and Shield texture is like the best, but when you take a look at the black and white era, man, like I don't think anything beats black and white in terms of texture. Like genuinely, the shinies, EX for lots, that's peak Pokemon, man. That is peak Pokemon. But yeah, this Entei was the second card that I got graded, along with the... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put PSA 8s, PSA 7s, like that over here. And I'll put like 9s, 10s, and below. Third card we got is another black and white card. I'm guessing it's the Deoxys. Oh, nice, the Heatran. Okay, this was the lowest graded card that I got in a PSA submission out of the EX Velar. It's a Heatran EX Velar from Plasma Freeze in a PSA 6. I think I did cop this from Botsman as well. If not, then I copped it from Sam. I can't remember who I copped it from. I need to go back to the video and check. But see, these EX Velars are so hard to grade with your eyes before you send them off to PSA, just because they have so much texture. They're so easy to get damaged. You can't really tell whether or not this card will get a 9 or a 5 or a 6. Right, never mind the grade. Can we just take a moment and appreciate the texture on this card? The background, oh, can you see those dots? Let me try to zoom in. Boy, look at that. That is something else. Oh my God, it's like a 3D background at the bottom. That is beautiful, bro. That is absolutely beautiful. This card got a PSA 6. I don't know how, because from the naked eye, I can't really see a lot of damage on it. The only damage that I could tell before I submitted it was obviously on the corners. See there? But other than that, I thought it was a pretty clean card. Maybe like the surface has some sort of damage that I can't see from the naked eye. And that's the thing with graded black and white cards. These cards are so hard to like check before you send them off, because one small damage on like the surface could change it from a 9 to all the way up to a 6. Because I genuinely expected at least a PSA 8 on this. I was hoping for a PSA 9, I'll be honest, but the fact that it didn't even get a PSA 8, like, that just goes to show how hard these cards are to grade, you know? All right, the fourth card in this video, in the submission, is a Genesect EX Full Art. Now, cool story behind this card. I had a very damaged version of this card in my binder from years ago. I'm talking like from 2013. Literally, yeah, when this set first came out, I remember packing this card, but I don't know why I didn't take care of it. Like, if I showed you guys, I don't know if I can find a picture, but if I can, I'll put it on the screen. But the card was so damaged to the point where I don't even think it will grade a PSA 1. It was that bad. So after I had that, I ended up like selling it or whatnot for £1, and I was like, I need to cop a mint copy of this card so I could grade one myself. And yeah, turned out I got a PSA 8, which, can't lie, I'm actually not too fast. I'm actually happy. Guys, I've said this before, PSA 8s on like these sorts of eras, I'll take that, man. I've got these cards, these raw cards, for like very, very cheap prices. So the fact that I was able to get, you know, 8s, I'll take it. I'm in profit either way, you know what I'm saying? So another 8 in the pile, there we go. So far we've got 2 8s, got 7 and a 6. The fifth card is probably the best. I think this is the one. This is probably the best EX Full Art in the entire submission. And it is, there we go, the Deoxys EX Full Art from Plasma Freeze. Oh my days, let me just zoom in. Let me just zoom in. Bro, that's not doing it justice. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, man. I swear nothing beats black and white, bro. Nothing beats black and white texture. Look at that. That is unreal. See, people say Japanese have good texture, right? But when you take a look at English and actually deep how nice English is, you'll realize that English is not too far off Japanese. I actually prefer English, even though obviously I do collect English. I actually do prefer the texture. I know the Japanese texture is like way better quality, way better, like, you know, patterns, this and that, but the English just has like that 3D pop, the 3D look to it that the Japanese doesn't. But yeah, this is by far the best EX Full Art in this submission. You guys might argue there's one more which you guys might enjoy more than this one, but in my opinion, this is the best one in the submission, and I'm so happy I graded it a 9. I'll put a price on the screen right now for how much I copped this card for. And once again, this card was from Trident Cards. So shout out to Trident Cards. I got the, no, I didn't get the NT. I got the Giratina and the Deoxys, both from Trident Cards. And there's a couple more in the submission I also got from him. So once again, shout out to Trident Cards. Absolute goat. Next up is another big boy, which I graded a PSA 9. Here we go, Thunderous EX Full Art. Now, this card, I was actually going to cop in a PSA 7 for £37, I think. Shout out to Stumpy. Stumpy had this on eBay for £37, and I was going to cop it. But I managed to find a minty copy of it. I can't remember exactly where I found it. Either it was from Trident, or it was from one of the card shows that I went to, or I even copped it on eBay. But I need to find how much I bought this card for, because the fact that I graded a 9, I'm pretty sure I copped this for a really, really good price. And I had 2 of these as well. I sold one at LCS, London Card Show, and I kept the other one. I graded this one. But both were like pretty decent copies. I mean, you know, I wasn't sure which one would grade higher, so I just randomly kind of just picked this one and sold the other one. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, man. Same with the other ones. Just texture is just unreal, man. Texture is absolutely unreal. But whoever copped the other Thunderous, I'm pretty sure it was Sunny. Sunny, if you're watching this, bro, I hope you graded it. And if you did, let me know what you got, because I'm keen to like see what grade the other one got. Hopefully got a 9, maybe even a 10. I don't think you'll get 10, but hopefully got a 9, bro. Yeah, if you're watching that. That's another 9 in the pile. How many 9s we got so far? Oh no, wait. Oh, I don't know why I put the 8 and 9 there. There we go. We got 2 9s out of the EX for lot so far. Can we match some 8s and 9s? Next up, we got a Power Key from Plasma Blast. So we managed to get 2 Plasma Blast cards, both in PSA 8s, which is pretty nice. Any more Plasma? No, that's Plasma Freeze. Genesect and Power Key, man. Look at that. Plasma cards are so underrated, man. They're such beautiful artworks. I know this Power Key in the PSA 9 is quite hefty. It's like 160 to 200 pound. Even in an 8, like this is around 100 quid, I'm pretty sure. Beautiful texture once again, man. Guys, let me know in the comment section below which legendary Pokemon you guys prefer. Do you prefer Dialga or Palkia? I know Leo would be like, I prefer Dialga over Palkia any day. But honestly, if I had to pick, man, I'll pick Palkia. Palkia is such a sick one, man. I prefer it. I've always preferred Palkia. I played Pearl rather than Diamond as a kid. So obviously I resonate with Pearl a lot more, as Palkia was a legendary that I managed to catch. Defeat Cyrus and catch. Next up, we got a Darkrai. Oh, here we go. We're getting on to the big boys now. This is a promo from the box. So in the box, it contains a Darkrai and Giratina promo card. There's 2 of them. I'll put the other one on the screen right now. And I actually have that one in my next submission, which I might film a video after this, showing you guys the next cards I'm about to grade. But yeah, man, I copped this card for, I think, 15 or 20 pounds off of him. Or even 10, I can't remember, but I need to play the clip and watch it back, man, because I'm pretty sure I got this card at a very, very good price, and yeah, it managed to hit an 8. I'm very, very happy about that. Shout out to my boy, man. Appreciate you, bro. That's the next PSA 8. Next card, we got a, I'm surprised you guys can't see that. Actually, yeah, that's calm. Next card, we got another EX Filler. It's a Shaman EX Filler from Next Destinies. This is one of those cards that just goes under the radar. It's very underrated and it's quite still cheap to pick up. I think this is around like £50 in a PSA 8, but I managed to cop this card for, I think, 15 or 20 pounds. I'll put it on the screen right now. I know this card was from Trident because I remember copying it from him along with the other ones. Yeah, I'm happy grading an 8. I was, of course, expecting a 9, but I'll take an 8. I'll take an 8. It is quite clean on the back as well. Don't see anything wrong with the surface. But yeah, I'm happy about that, man. Beautiful card. Another 8 added to the pile. Oh, I see what's up next. I see what's up next. We have a We have a Cresselia EX from Boundaries Crossed. I need to get a booster box of Boundaries Crossed, man. One of my favorite sets. It's got the Skylar, it's got the Keldeo, it's got the Landorus. But yeah, same as the Shaman. These cards are so cheap to pick up. These are like £50 cards in PSA 8s. And the fact that these basically come worse, sometimes worse than this box fresh or pack fresh, however you want to call it, it's just ridiculous, because for a booster box of these cards, you're paying anywhere between £2.5 to like £4 grand, and you could get these hits for £50 or less, which is nuts, because these are one of the hits that you can pull from the box. So imagine buying a 2 to 4K box of these sets, right? Imagine you get a Next Destinies box for like £2.5 grand, £3 grand, and you pack a Shaman, right? And that's the hit from the box. You just paid 2 to 4K or whatever for a Shaman EX Filler in a PSA 8, PSA 9, or PSA 10, or maybe even worse, you know? But the risk is with those booster boxes and packs, you can obviously pack a PSA 10, and a PSA 10 of a black and white EX Filler, depending on which card, they are stonky because of the population, because of the print quality. Because these cards were one of those cards where the print quality was so bad that the population of some of these cards, I'll put up on the screen right now how low this Shaman Pop is. That's how crazy these cards go in PSA 10s. But yeah, with the Cresselia, I'm not too fast. I was expecting an 8, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, quite clean. PSA done a good job grading these cards, I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite happy with that. There's probably some surface damage somewhere that made it grade an 8, or even the centering. I'm still happy with that, man. Added to my personal collection, obviously. And then I think this is the card where I was a bit, you know what, like, why did it get an 8? I could tell it is just because of the centering, but it's not just the centering, it's the print lines on it as well. We've got a Victini EX Full Art from Plasma Storm. Look, you guys can see that, right? It's got 2 print lines, and I thought it was going to grade like a PSA 4 to 6, You see that? That's crazy. But the fact that I graded an 8 goes to show that anything worth sending in to PSA, just send it in, because you never know what you're going to get. I expected a PSA 4 to 6 on this card, and I managed to get a PSA 8. So, bro, I'll take it, man. I copped this from Trident Cards as well, I think for 10 to 15 pounds. So once again, shout out to Trident. I appreciate you, bro. Honestly, I don't know how it graded an 8, but it graded an 8, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. The next card we got, coming up to like halfway through the cards now, we got a Tornadus EX full art from Plasma Freeze in the PSA 8. Once again, this is one of those cards which just goes under the radar. The artwork's not appreciated enough, man. Such a nice artwork, so slept on. Look at those claws, look at those talons, man. Look how 3D it is. Look how it pops, man. Look at that. The little gem there. That's beautiful, man. That's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like his pee-pee. But yeah, man, same with the Cresselia, Victini, Shaman. Very, very underrated card. It goes under the radar. And it's a hit, man. You know? We'll take those in PSA 8s any day of the week. Because I've got these cards as raws for very, very good, cheap prices. So the fact that I can get PSA 8s and, you know, still make profits, still make some decent money from them to keep in my collection, I'm happy with that. Guys, shout out to my boy James. James, if you're watching this, thank you so much, because bro bossed me on this card, man. I paid £40 for this raw. £40 and it graded a PSA 8. I'm pretty sure this is like a £120 card. 100 to £120 card in a PSA 8. It is pretty clean. I was expecting maybe a PSA 7 to 8. So I am quite happy with an 8, man. That's literally what I was expecting. So I can't be fussed with that, man. I copped it for £40 plus the grading fee. I did bulk, so it cost me basically £55. So to get a £55 Iris in a PSA 8, we'll take that any day of the week, man. Any day of the week. That is absolutely... The colours on this card are just so sick. I'm very close to completing the trainers as well. I think there's 3 or 4 more I need. And then that's the trainers done as well. Wow, 8 pile is going nuts right now. What's going on? Why is the 9 pile not growing? All right, next card. I think that is the end of the EX full arts. Pretty sure it is. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. These are just a regular full art. So, Tornadus. And I think this might be the next one. Yeah, there we go. I managed to grade 2 of the Tornaduses in PSA 9s. I actually think I was selling these cards at LCS as raws. And no one bought it. No one bought it. I was selling it for very good, cheap prices. I think I was selling it for £15 to £20 each. So, you know, you pay £20 max. That's what I was charging, I think, £15 to £20. And plus the grading fee, £34. You get yourself a new cert, graded yourself, Tornadus, from Emerging Powers. And that is one of the hits from the boxes. So the fact that I managed to grade 2 as PSA 9s, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. If you guys want me to do a giveaway as well of one of these 2, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to do a giveaway. It's like maybe a 1,000 subscriber special. So yeah, I appreciate you guys as well for watching. You know, if you're still here, if you're still watching this video, I appreciate you, man. Honestly, you guys are changing my life, man. Honestly, every card show I go, people come up to me now and I watch your videos, I follow you. You know, I like the pickups that you get from the card shows, and just hearing that in real life, coming from like, you know, similar collectors as me, just it's just beautiful, man. Honestly, it's just beautiful. Anyways, enough of that sentimental talk. We got a Pikachu level X. Guys, shout out to Chris, man, guy from Instagram. He actually sold me this card for 50 or £60, and it graded a PSA 8. I was trying to haggle him down to like cheaper prices, but he literally said to me this card is clean. You know, it had some whitening on the back, and that's about it. He said the surface was pretty much clean, and it is. All I think it has wrong with it are just the whitening on the corners at the bottom. But other than that, it's a very, very clean card. And in the PSA 8, I think this card is just under £200. I'm pretty sure. I'll put on last Scott Souls on the screen. But I'm very happy with that, man. I was going to keep it as a raw to get signed with Veronica Taylor, because imagine Veronica Taylor signs an Ash Ketchum card with Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nuts, bro. I can still get the slab signed, you know. But, yeah, no, the fact that, you know, I can have this as a PSA 8 from like £50, £60. Crazy, man. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. That's like triple the value of the card that I bought it at. So I'm very happy with that. We've got a Gardevoir EX full art from Radiant Collection. I was selling this card once again at LCS for like £10, you know, and no one copped it. Guys, if you see me at LCS, come to me and ask me for minty singles. I will give them to you because these cards I grade myself if they don't sell. And look, they managed to get PSA 9s. This in a PSA 9 is what, like 45, 50, £60? And I was selling it for a tenner. You know, come up to me, ask me, guys. Don't be shy. A PSA 9 on this card, and it's clean, man. It's clean, no scratches, nothing on the surface. Not even any whitening. Maybe just a little dot, and that's probably what made it graded an 9. But other than that, it's fairly clean. All right, coming up to the last few cards of this submission, we got a. Oh, okay, I have some explaining to do. I don't know how this card managed to grade a PSA 5. The holo on it is clean, bro. The holo on it is clean. Look at that. Let me zoom in. If you guys see something, let me know in the comment section below because I can't see anything. Maybe that right there's like indents maybe on it. Other than that, that looks so clean. I don't understand how it graded a 5. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, there's like an indent there. I didn't see that with the naked eye. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to take a look at these cards properly. There's like an indent there as well. Okay, I see now. I see. That's why I graded a PSA 5. All right, let's just chuck that one to the side. I don't want to see that. All right, coming up to the last 8 cards of the submission, a Japanese card, and I think I know what this is. It is the Salamis, that's right, yeah. The Salamis EX from the Japanese version of EX Deoxys, Clash of the Blue Sky in the first edition. It's a beautiful card, but I'm not happy that I graded a 9. I wanted a 10, and I think the thing that let it down was the centering. The centering is the only thing, in my opinion, that kind of let it down. Other than that, it is clean. I copped it from Hayden's stream or whatnot. And Viv actually copped one of these cards as well. He copped a Deoxys EX from the same set. And it graded a PSA 10. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to send mine in. Hope for PSA 10 as well. And it came back a 9, obviously, as it does. So, yeah, here we go. I'll be selling that card for quite cheap. So if you want to hit me up for that card, hit me up. All right, these next few cards coming up, I think are all E-Series cards. We have a Vaporeon non-holographic card from Skyridge. Guys, I don't want to spoil it, but I have a big boy non-holo in there, which you'll see in a second. Now, this card, along with all the other E-Series cards I caught from the same person, his name is Haders. He's a streamer, so he sells cards online or whatnot. So check him out, guys, if you haven't already. But yeah, this card managed to grade a PSA 9, which I wasn't expecting because I was expecting a PSA 10 on this. It looks so clean, man. It's so clean. Like, I don't even blame haters, man. I blame PSA because this legit should have hit a PSA 10. I don't know why it didn't. But yeah, I paid quite a hefty price for this. So the fact that it didn't grade a PSA 10, I'm sad because I'm losing money grading 9s and 8s, which you'll see in the next card what card it graded. It graded a PSA 8. It's a Houndoom non-holo from Aquapolis. Probably my favorite artwork in Aquapolis. I think along with, oh no, that's Expedition. I was going to say Typhlosion, put it on the screen right now, but that's Expedition. Yeah, this Houndoom is absolutely beautiful, man. Why am I doing this as if it's got a holo on it? Yeah, PSA 8, man. Once again, I'm just losing so much money grading these cards as 9s and 8s. Like, I'm expecting 10s, but obviously with this, I kind of sent it in knowing that it'll probably get a 9, but ended up getting an 8, which it's like, bro, like, there was literally no point sending it in, you know? It is what it is. Maybe there's a collector out there who wants it, so yeah. No matter what it is, another man's trash is another man's treasure. There we go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the big boy card in submission out of the E-Series cards. Yeah, there we go. Here's the Tyranitar from Aquapolis, a non-holo variant. Absolutely sexy, man. It graded a PSA 10. Once again, I copped all these cards from haters. So, yeah. I mean, it was all a risk grading them. But as you can see, some of them did come back 10s. And you'll see another one in the submission, which I'll show you in a second, which also got PSA 10. So, yeah, the fact that this got PSA 10, I'm happy because this is the biggest card out of all the E-Series cards that I graded. Clean copy. But yeah, I'm very happy with that, man. If I could pick one of the cards to just get a 10, it'll be this one for sure. This is the best one, and I'm happy that I got a 10. Usually I have so many 10s, but today is the majority of them are just 8s, because obviously this was like a more personal submission rather than a submission which I graded just to flip. Now this card, shout out to Amir Collects. You guys probably heard of him. You guys probably watch his streams. He gave me this card for free. So the fact that I even got an 8, a PSA 8, I'm so happy with that, man. So Amir, if you're watching this, bro, I appreciate you, man. Genuinely. Now, this card was the one card I really wanted in a PSA 10, because this card is quite stonky in a PSA 10, and it's one of those ones which is so hard to grade. And if I could grade a PSA 10 of this, I'll be over the moon. But unfortunately, I didn't. I got a PSA 9. It is a Mudkip reverse holo from EX Dragon. A sick artwork of it. Now, the Japanese variant is actually Team Magma versus Team Aqua, which I managed to grade in a PSA 10, along with the other 3 cards I'll put on the screen right now. So it had the Mudkip, the Marshtomp, and the Swampert. It was all consecutive PSA 10s. But unfortunately, the English is a lot harder to grade, and it ended up getting a 9, which, you know what, I'll still take it. It's a PSA 9. Especially with this sort of card, you don't really find these cards too minty, you know, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Once again, shout out to Haters for these cards. Appreciate you, bro. Next up, we got a Raikou from Skyridge. I was going to say we got a Skyridge Raikou in a PSA 9, a non-holo variant. Now, I managed to grade a reverse holo of this as well, which ended up getting a PSA 8, which I was like, I paid 50-something pound for a raw copy, graded an 8, and sold it for like only £60. So it was like no point grading it, but yeah, still a sick card, man. I'll take it. And the last card in this entire submission, I don't know if you guys can see it, is a PSA 10 Dragonair from Expedition. So, out of all the cards in this entire submission, only 2 managed to grade PSA 10s, the Tyranitar and the Dragonair. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about this submission. If you guys enjoyed some of the artworks I graded and showed you, what was your favorite? What card would you pick if you could choose like one of the cards from this submission? My personally would be the Giratina EX Full from Dragons Exalted, or the Tyranitar. That Tyranitar is so sick, but I think I'm gonna have to go with this card, man. This card is just, oh, bro, yeah, it's just beautiful. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section below which card you would love to keep if you could choose one of these cards. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. I've completed the entire black and white series of EX Full Arts. There we go. Once again, massive shout out to Trust Grading for helping me grade all these cards. A massive shout out to Vivian's Collectibles for taking these cards from Karim and giving it to me at the card show. So yeah, bro, I appreciate you once again. And yeah, go check out Vivian's Collectibles if you haven't already. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, obviously, smash the like button below, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully see you in the next one. Peace.